Hallo und willkommen zurück zu Folge 67 von If My Heart Had Wings und der 14. Folge auf Kotoris Route. In der letzten Folge haben sie endlich die ersten Testflüge mit dem angepassten Glider inklusive neuem Cockpit für Kotori gemacht. Die war sehr glücklich, dass sie endlich fliegen konnte und das war's auch schon. Keine Ahnung, wie es jetzt weitergeht. Schauen wir mal rein. A few days before the end of August. At the start of summer vacation, nearly half of Flying Fish Manor's residents left to visit their homes. It's been a while since the building was this crowded. I finished cutting the vegetables. Achso, hilft auch beim Kochen, so wann das. I'm done too. The water's boiling. What should I do next? Those should be baked in the oven, right? For how long? Everyone was asking for my instructions all at once. I felt like a master chef. Put the cut vegetables into the boiling water. Cover the pot and let it boil for around 10 minutes. Don't put it into the oven yet, bake it together with these. While I was quickly rattling off instructions, I was also doing my own work. It had been a while since I'd prepared dinner for such a large number of people. Aber sonst hat er auch nie Hilfe von mehr als Kotori gebraucht. Can I help with anything? Amane-senpai, please sit over there and watch TV. Don't touch the knife, it's dangerous. Kana, please take care of Amane-chan. Yep, Mochizuki-senpai, let's go over there and watch TV. Wie ein kleines Kind. But I wanted to help. Kanako-san dragged the eager to help Amane-senpai in front of the TV. Okay. The people and food, the heat from the oven and fire from the stove, all that mixed together seemed like a battlefield. How did it suddenly come to this? We're finally having a training camp. Yoru-chan, I'm so excited. I don't think it's any different than usual though. We're sleeping in our room anyway, right? That's right, it begins today. The Soaring Club's Training Camp. Warum gibt's jetzt nochmal ein Training Camp und wozu? Die haben doch irgendwie nicht mehr viel... Kotoris Cockpit ist auch schon fertig, was haben die überhaupt noch zu tun? Gar nichts, oder? Hä? Though to be honest, nothing has really changed. Agaya still returns home and Amane-senpai still only comes here for free food. Okay. So if I were to say what this training camp was all about. It was the early morning watch duty that we held just like last year. The morning glory should appear by the end of summer. Oh, ich bin gespannt, wie sie diesmal kriegen, aber wenn die jetzt hier demnächst kommt, dann wäre ich ganz zufrieden, weil das heißt, dass die Route wahrscheinlich fast zu Ende ist. Die hier hat sich auch schon wieder ein bisschen gezogen. It wouldn't be strange for it to appear anytime now. Wobei ich sagen muss, dass die trotzdem vom Pacing noch deutlich angenehmer war, wie das was davor kam. Aber vielleicht liegt das auch einfach nur daran, dass ich das ausnahmsweise mal genossen habe. Being on watch duty meant staying overnight at the secret base and watching for any changes in the sky. We're starting immediately from tonight onwards. I prepared dinner earlier than usual to take the opportunity and organize a meeting afterwards. Alright, it's done. Oh, there's so much delicious looking food. Help me bring it to the table. Sure. Wofür war dieser Panning-Shot gerade da? Der war ein bisschen lang. The food that everyone prepared was lined up on the table. The sight of so much food served on large plates kind of felt like a training camp indeed. Okay. It's been a while since I've had Aoi-kun's cooking. Doubt. I'm hungry. Can we start eating? Before we start, President Kotori has a few things she'd like to say. When I announced this, Kotori cleared her throat with authority. Right, everyone. I would like to thank you all for your hard work this year. Our objective and our dream, the day we fly above the morning glory, is gradually drawing near. We only have one chance. Failure cannot be permitted. Until summer is finished, let's stay fired up and make sure absolutely no mistakes. Too long, Kotori. Oh, I'm starving. Hey, I'm not a member of the Soaring Club, so can I go ahead and eat already? Quack quack. These guys. Das ist aber auch so ein Standard-Lesson. Keine Rede vom Essen halt. Das fand ich wirklich sehr kurz. Come on, the food's gonna get cold. Oh fine, eat this delicious food to your heart's content and raise your fighting spirit. Yeah. Yes. Let's eat. Everyone scrambled for the food at once. Seriously, they just killed the mood. If you go all out like this, you won't last very long. No, that's not true. I'll keep fighting even if I'm the last soldier standing. I'm not sure what she means, what she wants to fight for, but her fighting spirit is admirable. Ich verstehe es wirklich gerade nicht so ganz, weil es gibt doch halt gerade basically gar nichts zu tun noch für die, außer halt diese Nachtwache zu halten und auf die Morning Glory zu warten. Weil Glider ist fertig, Kotoris Cockpit ist fertig. What are they waiting for? Oder, nein, umgekehrt. Ja. Ever since she flew the glider for the first time the other day, she has had excessive motivation. Over the past few days, she has been practicing flying from dawn till dusk, and she didn't show a tired face even once. Her piloting skills have really improved. Very soon we will be able to see those beautiful clouds again. That reminds me, Asatan, you saw the cloud from the windmill hill last year, right? Yes, it was very beautiful. That cloud and the glider flying through the sky. But it can be even more incredible, right? Yeah. Strictly speaking, I wouldn't call that a morning glory yet. Amane-senpai said while eating in her usual messy way. Amane-chan, either eat or talk. Pick one. That was a sign that a true morning glory could come this year. Ah, it wasn't even the final form yet, I see. Mein Kopf ist gerade, während ich nur die letzten 3 Wörter diesen Satz gesprochen habe, komplett AFK gegangen und hat angefangen, über völlig andere Dinge nachzudenken. Yeah, sorry. Today we learned that the cloud we saw last year was a big sign that a real morning glory was very likely to appear this year. Das ist aber auch so eine seltsame Sache. Warum war das jetzt nicht die real morning glory? Warum hat da vorher niemand drüber gesprochen? It happened a few hours ago. This is all the data my reasoning is based on, Senpai said as she showed a variety of data displayed on the computer screen. And in short? Niemand hat's verstanden? Okay. It means that at the end of this summer there's a very high probability that a morning glory will occur. Senpai's words filled the place with tension and excitement. We heard Senpai's presentation and felt that her reasoning was believable. Can I ask a question? What is it? You said there's a high probability. How high is it? Let's see. I can't say the exact number. From a rough calculation, it's around 30%. Das ist tatsächlich exakt das, was ich mir vorgestellt habe, als sie High Probability gesagt hat. Yeah, wait, how is that high? Ja, wir sprechen über etwas, was in den meisten Jahren nicht vorkommt. Was hast du erwartet? Considering that normally it doesn't occur at all, isn't 30% pretty high? Yeah. It was just as Yoda-chan said. The phenomenon known as morning glory occurs in Kazegauda only once a decade or so. Kase-Nagura! What? Das ist lustig, weil Nagura heißt to punch. Oder nee, a punch? Nein, das wäre Nagure. Es hört sich ähnlich an wie ein Punch. But if that's the case, isn't that a huge bargain? Last year a small one had appeared too. Was meinst du Bargain? Ihr bargaint die ganze Zeit auf, dass das irgendwann mal während eurer Lebenszeit vorkommt. Kann halt auch einfach nicht passieren. The cloud Aracun and I flew by last year wasn't exactly a morning glory. Yeah, why are you telling us now? Then what was it? Merely one that failed to form. But still, this is the basis for my reasoning. Here, look at these. Amane-senpai moved the mouse and showed us some more data on the screen. Senpai got that data for her new windmill model construction project. It's detailed weather data from around Kase... Was ist los bei denen? Schon wieder Kase-Nagura. Ich Nagura euch gleich ins Face. She analyzed it and reached the conclusion she told us about just now. Currently 2 sets of data were displayed. Here's the data from the day when we saw the cloud last year, and here from the 26th of August 28 years ago. August 26th, 28 years ago. This date didn't ring a bell at all, but the data taken from 2 completely different years truly resemble each other. They're so similar. So what? Ja, das andere war die Morning Glory, obviously. We don't have complete records, but it seems in that day an unformed Morning Glory appeared in Kasenagoda. Alter! Was zur Hölle? What does that mean? In short, you want to say that after the appearance of an unformed one in the following year, the real Morning Glory is likely to appear, right? Senpai nodded. We stared at the monitor intently. Das hört sich langsam einfach wie ein bisschen sehr made up an, weil, also ich kann mir zumindest nicht vorstellen, dass irgendwie ein Wetterphänomen dafür so ein Jahr später ein anderes auftaucht. So, das ist ein bisschen, ja, sehr weit auseinander. Naja. At first, no matter how long we stared, they were just lists of meaningless numbers to us, but if Mochizuki Amane says so, that alone was good enough for us. This data made our 1 year long wait appear meaningful in the end. So does that mean if a Morning Glory doesn't appear by the end of summer, it won't appear at all? Was sind das für dumme Fragen? Nein! Es kann halt irgendwann noch mal kommen, aber who knows when? There's almost no doubt about it. As I explained earlier, the moist air is obstructed by Mount Tsukubaya and it flows over the lake here. Flows over the lake where... Okay, I get it already. Kotori quickly stopped Amane-senpai, who started explaining everything from the beginning again. Sad, wenn man einfach über irgendwas ranten oder sein ganzes Knowledge rauslassen will, nicht Spaß, aber man nicht gelassen wird. Ich weiß, ich habe auf jeden Fall, ich könnte einfach gefühlt den ganzen Tag darüber reden, über, keine Ahnung, Dinge, mit denen ich einfach nur ein bisschen auskenne, so. Keine Ahnung, ask me how parallelization C++ works, or how literally anything about Japanese works. Ich kann da wirklich ohne Ende drüber reden, aber das will wahrscheinlich auch niemand hören. We couldn't bear to listen to such a complicated explanation again. We got the gist of it and that was good enough. It means it's finally time. Yeah, we'll have another chance after we failed last year. I couldn't stop my lips from forming a daring smile. Ich muss ganz kurz weg. So, ich bin wieder da. Gerade noch schön Foodsharing-Essen losgeworden. Weil ich habe gerade einfach so 10 Kilo Aufbackbrötchen neben mir stehen, die da über hatten. Das ist ein bisschen schwierig loszuwerden. Und von daher bin ich direkt angesprungen, als jemand gesagt hat, ja, ich würde ein paar nehmen. So, weiter. And thus we got all fired up after listening to Amane-senpai's explanation. That's why we gathered like this, to have a feast. The problem lies with the flight plan. We must revise Senpai's data. While I was eating the food, I discussed with everyone my thoughts after hearing Senpai's explanation. The cloud that Arakun and I flew by last year appeared approximately at 1 kilometer. But according to the old member's navigation journal, the Morning Glory that appeared 27 years ago was at 2 kilometers. So we have to fly 1 kilometer higher. Ageha placed her hand on her chin and thought about it. 2 kilometers height isn't really high for a cloud. But since we're using the winch launch, we have yet to experience flying at such an altitude. If only we had a plane. Are there thermals that reach that high? There could be, but I thought about everything. The problem is that the Morning Glory appears around dawn. What does that mean? What do you mean? That it appears around dawn? What else? There are hardly any thermals then. The ground cools down during the night, so it takes time to warm up again. But if we wait until sunrise and then slowly ascend, we won't make it in time. It's the sunlight that warms the ground up. And until the ground surface heats up, thermals won't appear. I nodded at Senpai's explanation and added one more thing. If possible, it's the best to take off before sunrise while it's still dim. But then it would be hard to find thermals. On the other hand, aren't there thermals above the lake? The way heat is transferred is different between land and water. Land easily heats and cools, but with water it's slower. That's why the temperature over lakes or seas is lower than above the ground during the day, creating a gentle downward draft. But at night it's the opposite. The ground cools first, but above lakes that haven't cooled down just yet, updrafts are forming. No, it's not that easy. It's like that at midnight, but at dawn even the lake has already cooled down. Well, yeah. After all, if we don't find other ways to ascend. We learned from our failure the last year, and that's why we're talking together about the flight plan. We've already talked about it countless times, but with the new data we have something more solid to discuss. Yuri-chan gave us a sidelong glance and said with a sigh, "Still, the probability that it won't appear is high." Why are you bringing that up now? Everyone knows that. Ihr müsst euch halt darauf vorbereiten, dass es passiert. Keine Ahnung, mir geht mir diese Konversation gerade komplett ein bisschen auf die Nerven. And yet you're firing yourselves up so much. Will you be alright when you face the disappointment? Okay, fair. Aber that's not the problem here. Won't worry about it then. We can challenge it again the next year and the year after next. But if it comes this year, we absolutely cannot miss the chance. Kotori and Ageha nodded in agreement with my words that were filled with a strong will. These two didn't forget last year's frustration. And thus, the next Super Repeat students will be born, and the tradition of the Soaring Club will be inherited. That would be kind of funny. It's enough that Amane-chan did this. We won't go that far. Isn't that fine? Leading a student's life for much longer than other people is economical. Kotori firmly clenched her fist. Kotori ballt ihre Faust und Amane flieht. We can't become like Amane. We'll settle this in one go. Ageha and I nodded in agreement with serious expressions. By the way, who's going to fly? Well, only 2 people can fly the glider. Asa-chan asked an innocent question, a point that didn't cross anyone's mind so far. Well, die Piloten halt, I guess. We all looked at each other, then almost simultaneously we all turned our eyes at Amane-senpai. Huh? I'm not flying. Just imagining flying at a 2-kilometer altitude is scary. Are you really fine with this, Amane-chan? This time you might go to the place you didn't reach that day. Senpai quickly shook her head. Didn't I tell you already? I only came here to help you guys, nothing else. Ich finde weird, wie sie das einfach scheinbar aufgegeben hat. Das war ihr Traum, oder nicht? Sie ist da für Jahre länger in der Schule geblieben, deswegen so... Oh, I don't know. After she clearly declared this, she got a little sad. Auch for Senpai, the glider is already a thing of the past. Ja, wie? Ich kann es nicht verstehen. Sie hat da Jahre ihres Lebens mit verbracht. Ich meine, die hatte ja auch in der Schule scheinbar keine Freunde, sie ist nur deswegen länger dort geblieben und... How? I don't get it. Well, we'll figure it out little by little. Right now it's more important to find out how we will ascend. That's right, it's not that we don't have a plan for the time being. During our meal, everyone exchanged ideas. The arguments became increasingly heated. Ich finde halt irgendwie ein bisschen weird, dass jetzt das alles nochmal aufgegriffen wird, so, weil, ja, dieselben Probleme standen doch schon vorher und hätten auch auf allen anderen Routen bestehen müssen. Also klar verstehe ich so ein bisschen, man kann das nicht auf jeder Route behandeln, irgendwie so sinnvoll. Einfach weil viel Wiederholung. Und es wirkt jetzt komisch, weil Kotoris Route halt eigentlich eine der ist, die als allererstes gedacht war, so. Und Asas und Yoru ist eigentlich so mit die letzten. Aber, ja. Nee, man hätte das halt einfach davor packen können, so. Das muss ja nicht auf die Routen. Ja. Das hätte alles davor kommen können. Ist ja nicht so, dass wir im 2. Jahr quasi keine Zeit verbracht haben, so bevor es auf die eigentlichen Routen ging. Naja. The bath is free. I walked into the dining hall while I was drying my hair with a bath towel. Usually I take a bath after everyone, but today I went in first. In the dining hall everyone was playing cards. Huh. Nissan, you pulled the old maid. No, I didn't. Absolutely not. Asa-chan is honest and easy to see through. Did Amane-senpai head home already? Yeah, she had eaten enough. She told us to pass you her thanks for the dinner. It's good that Amane-senpai is such a big eater. Thanks to that, she drops by like this. Und dann geht sie, wenn sie mit dem Essen durch ist, wieder. Ich finde es eher ein bisschen sad, ehrlich gesagt, aber naja. But that wasn't the case. She would have been secluding herself in her workspace in her workplace all the time. She could have even stopped exchanging poorly written messages with us. Hooray for gluttony. And Kotori? She's probably sneakily practicing in her room. On the simulator? Den hat sie im Zimmer? The other day, Kotori borrowed T-Buddy-san's laptop. She has been using it to practice on the simulator in her room. Okay. However, it appears that Kotori doesn't think showing her hardworking side to anyone would be a virtue, so she persistently denies that she's like that. Das finde ich immer weird. Also so eine Sache, die mir dazu einfällt, ist gerade häufig, wenn Leute sagen, so, es ist ihnen unangenehm zu laufen, also so joggen zu gehen vor anderen. Das finde ich immer besonders weird. So Menschen, die gerade Sport machen, insbesondere oder irgendwas Produktives, haben das Recht und die Pflicht, auf alle Menschen herabzusehen, die das gerade nicht tun. So muss man denken. Oh, no. That's why everyone is calling it sneaky practice. Should I go get her? No, it's fine. I don't want to bother her. But senpai, you're already leaving. It's not that I won't be able to see her for a long time. I just wanted to see her face, nothing else. Well then, I'll prepare to leave. Okay. Oh, I'm thirsty. Quack. Oh, you came out at least. You're still here? Did Amani-chan already go home? Yeah, she left. But well, I'll be going soon too. I see. Take care. If you're looking for her, he already left. Left? What do you mean? Ach, hat er Aufsicht-Dings da im... no way. It's already this late. Neglecting your boyfriend and engrossing yourself in the simulator. As expected from a woman with an unrequited love for the sky. And I wanted to see him off. Ja, jetzt besucht sie ihn wahrscheinlich in der Secret Base. Und dann kriegen wir die nächste Sexszene. Am I right? Ich habe das Gefühl, ich erwarte das zu sehr an jeder Ecke irgendwie. Man, you really have a great view of the stars here. While walking up the slope of the windmill hill, I gazed at the starry sky that spread over it. It was clear today, so you could see the stars really well. On top of that, from the windmill hill, there are fewer obstructions to block the view. Just like last year, the glider was assembled and stood at the runway covered with a sheet. However, we are doing watch duty from the secret base. The view from there is definitely better than from the garden of Flying Fish Manor. I don't know when the changes in the sky will occur. It wouldn't be an exaggeration if I said you have to spot them the second they appear, or you can miss them. It would be an exaggeration. A few minutes won't make a difference. Okay, Minuten, keine Ahnung, aber Sekunden. However, we can't leave a lone girl for the whole night in such a remote location. Besides me, everyone will do watch duty in pairs. I'll be dropping them off and picking them up too. Even with two people, I'd be worried to let them walk all the way here during nighttime. In the wide area around here, there's nothing but solar panels and windmills. This sight gave me the impression that mankind had perished and only machines remained on this world. Nicer mood. Inside my pocket, my cell phone chimed. A message. It was from Kotori. I'm sorry, I was in my room and didn't notice the time. I wanted to see you off and say goodnight. That message made my heart feel warm and fluffy. I didn't realize it, but it seems like I miss her. Tomorrow morning I'll get up early and wait for you. Good night. Huh? I smiled unconsciously. Man, that was nice. Those were just some trifling words, but they made my heart feel strangely at ease. Ich fühle diese Romance Story so viel mehr als Astos und Jonas Roten. Yeah. I got a message. It's from Aikun. Quack. Thanks for your message. You were practicing hard, right? How did he find out I was practicing? There will be flight practice tomorrow too, so don't overdo it and go to sleep early. When I get back, could you help me get breakfast ready? I love you. Good night. He said I love you. Well, yeah. My heart skipped a beat. Quack quack. Good night, Aoi-kun. Alright, time to go to bed to be ready for tomorrow. Quack. But before that, I sent him a message and tell him I love him too.